There's a strange feeling that comes with returning to a world you already know. It looks the same on the surface, but the way you move through it has changed. The paths haven't shifted, the music hasn't faded, and the quests still wait where they always did. However, you are not the same person who walked them the first time. Starting over feels clean. You're learning, experimenting, and making mistakes without context. Everything is new, so nothing carries weight yet. Returning is different. Every step carries memory. Remember where things went wrong, where they went well, and where you stayed longer than you meant to, because something about that place just worked. That memory changes everything. When you return, you don't rush as much. You already know where the road leads, so you're less obsessed with reaching the end. You notice smaller details, a hill you forgot existed, a camp you once struggled with, a stretch of road where you logged out too late and paid for it the next day. However, instead of frustration, there's familiarity. Even danger feels recognizable. There's also a quiet confidence that comes with returning. Not the loud kind, not the I know everything kind, but the calm understanding that you've been here before and survived it. You don't need to prove anything. You're not racing anyone. You're just walking the path again, this time with better instincts and slightly worse reaction time. And yes, that part matters, because returning also means you're more aware of your limits. You pull slower. You prepare more. You don't fight 3 mobs just to see if you can anymore. You already know the answer. However, you still test yourself, just not recklessly. There's a difference between bravery and being tired of corpse runs. Games like WoW lean into this feeling instead of fighting it. They don't try to reset your memory or pretend this is your first time. They respect that you're coming back with history. The world doesn't bend to accommodate you, but it doesn't rush you either. It lets you settle back in, like returning to a town where nothing dramatic changed, but everything feels slightly smaller and more familiar. That's also where the humor creeps in. You'll catch yourself thinking, "Oh right, this quest," before even picking it up, or stopping just short of a bad pull because you remember how that ended last time. However, you'll still make mistakes, just new ones, because confidence is sneaky and memory is selective. Returning isn't about reliving the same experience. It's about recontextualizing it. The moments that once felt frustrating now feel formative. The slow parts feel intentional. Even the quiet stretches carry meaning because you know what comes later, and you're not in a hurry to get there. Starting over is exciting, returning is meaningful, and that difference is subtle but powerful, because when you return, you're not chasing novelty anymore. You're reconnecting with something that shaped you, even in small ways. You're not asking the world to impress you. You're letting it remind you why it mattered in the first place. However, that only works if the world allows space for memory. And that's why returning to a place like WoW feels different. It doesn't erase your past. It doesn't rush your future. It simply lets you walk the road again, with a little more awareness, a little more patience, and just enough humor to laugh when you realize you still forgot to set your heart